Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, my name is Mrs. M, and if you haven't, make sure you click the link below. That way you can subscribe to my channel and not miss out on anything you need to scale your cleaning business to six figures and beyond. Wow. So hello there. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 3 sacrifices you're going to have to make to get to six figures in your business. 3. So are you ready? Are you just talking about it, or are you ready to walk the walk? I like to look at Sunday as motivational videos, things that you really need to do to know what it's going to take. So first, there's a cost associated with everything, good or bad, whether you are trying to do something that you feel is going to be successful, or whether you're trying to do something that's just going to be about entertainment. There's a cost associated. Now, either you're going to pay the cost now, or you may pay the cost a little later. Just depends on. So these are the 3 things that I've noticed when I've spoken to several six-figure cleaning business owners and beyond. Wow. These are some things, including what I had to do actually to go through to scale my cleaning business to 6 figures and beyond. So one of the things you're going to have to do is give up on some sleep. You're not going to be able to probably rest as much as you thought you would in the beginning. Probably you're looking at taking anywhere from 1 year to 2 years, depending on how many clients you're getting in the beginning. You're going to be involved in the business. You're going to be hands-on. That means you're going to be doing some work. You're going to have to work hours that you never expected, which may end up having you come home at 2, 3 in the morning, and that may be something you didn't expect. So be ready to give up some sleep. The second thing you're going to have to give up is you're going to have to give up some money. It's going to take some money, and that means whether it's sweat equity or whether you're actually putting in financial. If you're doing all the work yourself, you're going to put in the sweat equity, and that may not pay off for at least 2 to 3 years. That means everything you actually put in the business, you're going to probably have to leave in the business to scale it towards the 6 figures. And what do I mean by that? I mean, a lot of people, when they first get started, they want to take the money out, they want to live off of it, they want to show, this is what I'm doing, buy the big cars or whatever else. But if you're smart, you're going to keep reinvesting the money back in. And if you're able to do that, especially if you have little overhead, try to do that for at least the first year. The first 4 or 5 months is what I call the grind. You are going to have your head down, you're going to be in it, you're getting off late, you're dealing with customers, and you may not have any employees at the time. The next 5, 6, 7, 8 months are going to be the growth period. That's when you're growing. You may have employees, so you're giving them all the payroll, and you feel like you're not taking any money in. So like I said, if you can really reduce your overhead, this is the time to do it. Try your best to put everything back in the business, reinvest it in equipment, the best supplies, because it's going to cut your time and it's going to make you known for a great brand. That means you're providing quality and not just some junk that anyone could provide, a vacuum cleaner. Now, I'm not saying not to do that in the beginning. You may even have to find yourself going to a thrift store or a pawn shop to get your first vac, a commercial vac. But I'm talking about once you start making a little bit of money, don't spend it on yourself personally. Put it back in the business. Act like that is your baby and you want to birth it and watch it grow. So once you've started to grow your business, you can start reinvesting and buying more upscale equipment that's going to cut your time, and it's going to help brand, because it's going to actually set you apart from a lot of other companies that have the tendency to spend as soon as they start to receive any type of profit. So you're going to have to look at making a sacrifice there. And the third sacrifice you're going to have to make is, no matter how hard it gets, you cannot quit. The reason why so many people quit is because they're not expecting the cost of what it takes to scale that business to be as hard as it is. Now, I'm not saying it's unbearable hard, but it definitely separates the people that are interested in really scaling their business and the ones that are talking about scaling their business. You will see, as they say, you're gonna, can't run with the big dogs, you have to stay on the porch. So this is where you're going to see what you're made of. There are going to be times that as you've gone through the grind and then you're starting the growth, then you're going to start to see what you're made of. Because right when you get to getting ready to break that barrier, something could happen. You lose an account, one of your favorite employees quits. That's what normally happens. And that is just the way you're tested. You'll get a chance to see what you're made of and if it's something you can go through. So those are the 3 sacrifices among many that you're going to have to see. And if you are willing to put in the work, you will see the benefit, I promise you. So I hope you really, really think about it. Go all in on your business. It's truly worth it. It's definitely a game changer. And I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Make sure you click to register for my free masterclass where I go into all of this and more. And like I like to always say, there are 2 ways that I like to teach you to get to 6 figures and beyond. Wow. So the first way is through commercial contracts, commercial cleaning contracts. And then the other way is through government cleaning contracts. Both of those have 2 totally different advantages, pros and cons on both. I did a video on that. So if you want to learn more about the pros and cons, look at the video that's on what is the difference between residential, government, and commercial. And I give you pros and cons to both. The entrance is very different depending on which one, but they're all worth it. Now, my sweet spot, my lane has always been commercial and government. I've not done very much residential, although I'm very familiar with it because we teamed up and actually had another company that did all of our residential. And that's a great way you can do that if you're not looking to want to do it on your own. So if you want to learn more on what you need to do to scale your business, whether it be no bid contracts, you're not doing any bidding, you're learning the ways to navigate without bidding and still winning contracts, actually government contracts. And if you want to know where are the commercial contracts, then guess what? Register for my free masterclass. I'd love to see you there. Bring the energy, bring the questions, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Take care and be safe. Bye-bye.